The story begins on a couple. Their car pulled over on the side of a desolate road. Footsteps echo from the dense fog ahead. Suddenly, a figure stumbles out of the mist. The woman's face is covered in blood. Ignoring his girlfriend's warnings, the man approaches, asking if she needs help. In the next second, the bloody woman lunges at him. An older man, a taxi driver we'll call Uncle, is driving through the night. He has 3 passengers, a mother and daughter, Carol and Lucy, and another young woman, Jenna. The 3 are heading to a small, remote town. To save a few dollars on the toll, Uncle takes a shortcut through the woods, the very same road where the couple was attacked. This decision seals their fate. Deeper in the woods, Uncle slams on the brakes. A thick, unnatural fog blankets the road ahead. He gets out to investigate. Glass fragments litter the asphalt, signs of a recent crash. Through a gap in the trees, he sees the source, the wreckage of a small plane. A strange, thick fog seems to be pouring from its fuselage. Wary that the fog might be toxic, Uncle covers his mouth with a handkerchief as he cautiously moves closer. Curious, Carol and Lucy get out of the car. "What is it?" Carol asks. "Why so serious?" Meanwhile, Lucy notices a strange, pulsating object on the ground nearby. It looks like a glistening, skinned creature. Overcome with a morbid curiosity, she reaches out to touch it. Before she can stop herself, a small, worm-like tendril shoots out and burrows into her finger. This happens just as Carol looks over. "What was that?" she asks. Lucy quickly pulls her hand back, insisting she's fine. Shaken, they all return to the car and continue their drive. Moments later, things get strange. All their electronic devices, phones, the car radio die simultaneously. At the same time, Lucy's body begins to react. Her eyes shift color and something seems to be moving beneath the skin of her fingers. As the others notice her alarming transformation, they begin to panic. "Lucy, what's wrong with you?" Distracted by the commotion, Uncle doesn't see a figure standing in the middle of the road until it's too late. He slams on the brakes but hits the person. In the chaos of the impact, Lucy's symptoms seem to vanish. Uncle wants to drive off, but Jenna, a former nurse, insists they go back. She threatens to report him if he drives away from an accident. He has no choice but to reverse the car. They find the woman from the opening scene lying on the side of the road. Jenna checks her vital signs and is shocked to find she's still breathing. Just as Carol is about to call for help, a strange, distorted voice shrieks from the phone's speaker, startling everyone. The line goes dead again. At the same time, the injured woman's eyes snap open, unnoticed by the group. A tiny, grotesque worm pushes its way out of Lucy's cracked finger. Carol and Jenna, panicked and unable to call an ambulance, demand that Uncle take the injured woman to a hospital. He feels he's being morally blackmailed, but faced with their insistence, he reluctantly agrees. They struggle to get the limp body into the back of the taxi. As soon as they are moving again, Carol starts giving Uncle frantic directions to the nearest hospital. In the back, Jenna tries to rouse the unconscious woman. "What's your name? Can you hear me?" Suddenly, the woman's hand shoots out and grabs Jenna's arm with inhuman strength. She slams Jenna's head against the car window. In the front, Uncle and Carol are oblivious to the struggle. As they exchange a worried glance, the creature hidden inside the injured woman begins to transfer to its new host. The creature wearing Jenna's body lunges over the seat, grabbing Carol by the hair and dragging her into the back. In the front, Uncle and Lucy are deaf to the struggle over the roar of the engine. Their first sign of trouble is a bloody hand smacking against the glass divider, leaving a crimson print. They both slam on the brakes and scramble out of the car. Lucy, weakened by her own infection, tries to pull her mother from the wreckage of the back seat, but the monster is too strong. The worm in her own finger pulses painfully, threatening to emerge. At the critical moment, Uncle grabs a tire iron from the trunk. He smashes it into the creature, forcing it to release Carol. He shoves her and Lucy away from the car, run into the woods. The monster, enraged, kicks the car door off its hinges and gives chase. Seeing it pursuing them, Uncle makes a decision. It's after me. He pants. I hit it. It's angry. He points up a dark path. Head for the old cemetery on the hill. I'll draw it away. He shoves the tire iron into Carol's hands. For protection, now go. Before they can argue, he sprints in another direction. Carol and Lucy stumble through the dark woods. Suddenly, Lucy collapses, crying out in pain. The infected wound on her finger is splitting open. It hurts. Stay quiet, Carol whispers, trying to examine the wound. But Lucy lets out a sharp cry of pain. The sound echoes through the trees. In the distance, a twig snaps. The monster is coming for them. Carol looks at her daughter, then into the darkness. She makes a terrible choice. Lucy, you have to run, she says, her voice shaking. You're faster. Go to the cemetery. Find Uncle. Don't look back. She gives Lucy a push. Turning to face the approaching sound, Lucy runs. A moment later, a terrifying scream rips through the night her mother's. She stops, wanting to turn back, but Uncle appears from the shadows and grabs her. She's gone, kid, he says grimly. We can't help her. We have to go. He pulls her away as the horrifying sounds of the attack fade behind them. They find the taxi again and speed away. Those things came from the plane, Uncle says, his eyes on the road. They're parasites. He glances at Lucy's hand. You were infected too, but it must be ... undeveloped. A larva. After driving for miles, the engine sputters and dies. They're out of gas up ahead. They see the dim lights of a gas station. It appears deserted. Stay here. Lock the doors, Uncle commands, grabbing an empty gas can. Don't go anywhere. He finds a parked truck and begins siphoning fuel. As he works, Lucy, alone in the taxi, sees a figure emerge from the darkness in the rearview mirror. It's her mother, Carol, but she is horribly mutated, moving with a jerky, unnatural gait. Lucy screams and ducks down, hiding on the floor of the car. Just then, the gas station attendant returns. The mutated Carol attacks him instantly, a whirlwind of violence. Lucy scrambles out of the car and hides underneath it. Watching in terror, Uncle returns to the scene of chaos. He sees the monster, sees Lucy hiding, and without hesitation, gets back in the taxi, floors the accelerator, and rams the creature head-on, pinning it against the station wall. The screen goes black. When the image returns, Uncle is pulling a shaken Lucy from the car. They survived, but the danger isn't over. The creature's tentacles shoot out from the wreckage, wrapping around Lucy's ankle and dragging her back. Hey, Uncle yells, grabbing the gas can he filled. He douses the creature in gasoline as it tries to bite Lucy, as its monstrous tongue extends towards her face. Lucy, in a final burst of adrenaline, stabs the tire iron deep into the monster's neck. It shrieks, and Uncle throws a lit cigarette onto its fuel-soaked body. The monster erupts in flames. Cut 2. Dawn, Uncle, and Lucy sit in an empty roadside diner. They haven't spoken. Lucy goes to the restroom. On the ceiling and floor, she sees a familiar, sticky mucus. She looks at her own finger, the wound still there, a dark parasite still visible beneath the skin. A wave of dread washes over her. She returns to the main room. Uncle has just lit a cigarette. He looks around the empty diner again, but this time he truly sees. In the shadows of the booths, figures are sitting perfectly still, their eyes vacant. Everyone in the restaurant is already infected. They are trapped. Understanding dawns on his face. He looks at Lucy, then picks up a glass of whiskey from the counter. He gives a small, grim nod and downs it in one gulp. The movie ends.